This is my audience for the persuasive speech. Okay, here you go. Okay, imagine living with the medical condition that with it comes chronic pain. Imagine trying countless medications and prescriptions with hopes of subsiding that pain with little to no relief. Now imagine having a small glimmer of hope, a natural remedy that could ease your suffering and improve your quality of life. This is the reality for countless patients across our nation who are advocating for the legalization of medical marijuana. So today I stand before you to persuade you to support the legalization of medical marijuana. This is not a call for recreational use, but rather a compassionate plea to recognize the undeniable medical benefits this option can offer to those in need. So this is an issue with a lot of stigma around it. And preconceived notions surrounding it, and it's largely due to the fact that until the late 80s there was not much research on marijuana, and most of the research that was available focused mainly on establishing the dangers to people who use it recreationally, completely omitting the other side of the possible benefits. However, as we've begun to step into the possibility that when used correctly, there are positive physical effects, more evidence of their benefits has emerged. So first and foremost, medical marijuana has been proven effective in alleviating chronic pain. Cool. So studies have shown that cannabinoids in marijuana interact with our body's endocannabinoid system, reducing inflammation and pain perception. So for patients suffering from conditions like cancer, multiple sclerosis, arthritis, and more, medical marijuana offers a safer and potentially more effective alternative to traditional pain medications that often also lead to harmful side effects and dependency. So cancer, HIV, spinal cord injuries, epilepsy are just some of the examples of the types of ailments that medical marijuana can aid pain for. So for example, according to Bill McCarberg, founder of the Chronic Pain Management Program for Kaiser Permanente, a few studies conducted in the United Kingdom demonstrated positive results treating chronic pain of various origins, including neurologic pain, various symptoms of multiple sclerosis, rheumatoid arthritis, and cancer pain. And despite previous lack of effectiveness of opioids among these patients, the medical marijuana results show improvement in pain for more than 1 year. So already we see a better benefit of medical marijuana than the opioids that were used among these patients. So another example from Donald Abrams, San Francisco General Hospital HIV specialist, found that cannabis could also help people with AIDS stave off catastrophic weight loss. And in 1992, synthetic THC was licensed for combating the nausea that is a symptom of AIDS. But as with MS patients, many found marijuana more effective. So additionally, in a study discussed by Claire Wilson in the case for marijuana by prescription, medical marijuana was administered to a small portion of William Notgut, an anesthetist at James Patton Hospital's most pain-afflicted patients, most of these patients being people with spinal cord injuries. Upon administration of the medical marijuana, some of them said that the THC helped, while others claimed that it wasn't as effective as marijuana that they've bought without prescription. So this comparison that his patients made to legal and illegal marijuana use introduced Notgut to the underground world of medical marijuana, which only strengthened his advocacy for medical marijuana legalization, as it proved to him that with or without laws permitting the substance, his patients would still find a way to acquire it if it proved to help their pain. So this physician claimed that he'd rather supply it legally in controlled, safe amounts than have his patients buy from unreliable sources. Okay, so in addition to purely physical ailments, medical marijuana has also been found as a possible alternative treatment to mental ailments as well. So medical marijuana has also been found to have potential in aiding those who suffer from PTSD. In 2006, the late Todd McCura, a trailblazer in the field of medical marijuana in the United States, authored a paper published in Cannabis Research Journal detailing his findings on the use of marijuana for PTSD patients. Through his research, he conducted a comparison between marijuana and commonly prescribed medications, and he observed that marijuana was more effective in managing chronic stressors, while avoiding an undesirable side effect. So according to Joey Peters, a Santa Fe reporter, many PTSD sufferers personally attest to cannabis benefits, one being Santa Fe resident Nat Dean. I'm going to go to this example right here, Nat Dean, who suffered severe injuries in a car wreck in 1984. So Dean, who experienced chronic pain, revealed that her symptoms intensified following the removal of her bladder due to pancreatitis. So she shares that her PTSD symptoms were further exacerbated by negative healthcare encounters additionally adding to her distress. So during a period, Dean was prescribed a staggering 27 medications. However, when she was initially administered medical marijuana, they were able to reduce that number from 27 down to 6 because of the use of cannabis. So with proven results such as this one, it is hard to not at least be the slightest bit curious on the wonders that marijuana could do in medicine if given the proper funding and research. According to Steve Fox, Director of Government Relations at the Marijuana Policy Project, currently 16 states and the District of Columbia have medical marijuana laws on the books. However, this is still a long way from the societal acceptance of cannabis's medical use. So if we genuinely aim to find a viable solution for post-traumatic stress and provide meaningful support to the countless veterans affected by this disorder, we must be willing to make a change. While it may not be a foolproof remedy, there is a substantial evidence indicating that medical marijuana is a treatment option that warrants further exploration. So in addition to its direct medical benefits, legalizing medical marijuana would bring substantial economic advantages as well. So by establishing a regulated and controlled market, we create a thriving industry that generates jobs and revenue. Taxes collected from medical marijuana, next slide. Taxes collected from medical marijuana sales can be allocated to fund essential public services, education, and other healthcare initiatives. And in states where medical marijuana is already legal, we have witnessed economic growth and increased investment in local communities. So, moreover, legalizing medical marijuana would alleviate a heavy burden on our criminal justice system. So presently, there are thousands of individuals arrested each year for marijuana-related offenses, disproportionately impacting minority communities. By legalizing medical marijuana, we can free up law enforcement resources, allowing them to focus on more pressing matters while simultaneously addressing social justice issues. So critics also argue that medical marijuana could lead to abuse and addiction. However, it is essential to differentiate between medical use and recreational use. A robust regulatory framework can ensure that medical marijuana is only prescribed to patients with legitimate medical needs, thereby reducing the risk of misuse. We have seen other prescription medications with potential for abuse, and marijuana has been proven to be less addictive than drugs like opioids, which have recently given way to an epidemic of addiction in the medical industry, yet they remain legal because they serve a valuable medical purpose when used responsibly. So I urge you not to let outdated stigmas and misconceptions cloud our judgment. The medical community and public opinion have shifted significantly in favor of medical marijuana, with a growing body of evidence supporting its efficacy and safety. So in conclusion, the time has come to embrace compassion, science, and reason. Legalizing medical marijuana is not about promoting drug use, it is about alleviating suffering, improving lives, and offering hope to those in need. It's about taking a step forward as a society that values the well-being of its citizens and acts with empathy towards those battling chronic pain and illness. So let us stand on the side of progress and empathy. Together, let us support the legalization of medical marijuana and take a significant stride towards a more healthy and compassionate society. Thank you.